What's going on, guys? Been a while since I posted a video. Shooting another one here, little update. Definitely got some stuff done, and yet another issue that I've run across. Hopefully it resolves itself, otherwise it's all gonna have to be redone. But there's the motor. You see, front P-log on. I got the stock rear manifold. It's gonna be used for now. I will get a new one. Got wastegate perch, wastegate on there, intakes on, everything's good. I did originally plan on cutting this out, but for the sake of time, because it's almost race season, just decided to run it like this for now. I'm gonna plug up these holes for coolant, that way nothing gets in the throttle body. And the way I plan on doing that is some change. Grind it down, make it a little smaller. I couldn't find anything else around here that would work, so just gonna take this little 10-cent piece and use that to fill it up. These are the old O-ring. They're kind of, I mean, they could probably still get used over. Put a little layer of RTV on them, but I'm just gonna plug it off. That way, limit heat exposure into the throttle body, which helps the air stay cooler going into the intake, more power. So that is that. I do plan on doing something with this. This is the old EGR tube. I might do something similar like that, get a dime or something and kind of weld it up in there or something like that. I don't know, I haven't figured that out yet, but I'm about to throw on these beautiful valve covers that I got from ZZP. Nice and shiny, except for stupid fingerprints, but they'll get shined up later. I am reusing the old valve cover gaskets. A lot of you are gonna hate that, but nothing some gasket maker can fix. I got some ultra black right here I'm gonna use. Just put a layer on it all the way on the outside, and that'll be that. So yeah, so definitely more progress from the last time I made a video, which was like a month ago. Sorry it took so long, but yeah, oil neck. I got my feed on. This is the adapter block and fitting that ZZP gives you in the kit. So all it is you got threaded in right there that goes where your sender is. Sender goes on the back side, and there's your fitting right there that screws into your feed line. And yeah, hood pins are pretty much done. I got a cover plate that goes around those, which is right here. These little shiny guys. It's just the cheap advanced auto parts hood pin kit, but it works. So still debating on whether I'm going to run my factory latch or not. Oh, and intercooler. I know it looks stupid right now. Don't judge me. I'm just kind of seeing where I want the intercooler right now. I was going to have the intercooler flipped so the piping are on the bottom and kind of move it up. But as you guys know, the Grand Prix have nothing on the very front. You got your two openings here, and then you got the big openings on the bottom. Well, I'm kind of trying to take advantage of this big openings on the bottom, and where it sits right now, the openings are going to be right around this area right here. So it's kind of helping get air up in there, plus I'm not blocking off the radiator none, which technically the intercooler isn't supposed to really restrict a whole lot of airflow. Air is supposed to pass right through it, but you know, of course it restricts a little bit. And since I'm using the stock radiator for right now, I'm gonna try to maximize the cooling. I do need to clean this. I need to clean it up pretty good, but yeah, so I got this. I do plan on keeping this piece for making my brackets, but I just kind of rigged it up like this, kind of, you know, like that. Pretty garbage, but that's just for sizing it up pretty much where I want it. I might bring it up just a little bit more, maybe a little bit, but yeah, we've had some decent weather up here in Ohio, so finally starting to warm up a little bit. It's a whole like 35 degrees. Yeah, a little cooler, but still not bad compared to the negatives we've had. There it goes. Sorry, it wouldn't focus. Pull these pins out real quick. And I probably need to trim that up a little bit on this side. I think this side's pretty good, but it kind of catches. Actually, it didn't catch that time. Heck yeah. And as you can see, nothing else has really changed underneath the hood. But the tranny is about to start since the motor's pretty much done. I might leave the intake and everything off for now until I drop the motor in. Just tape off these ports in here. I'm going to put the valve covers on like I said. And the exhaust manifolds are just on there with like a couple bolts. Just kind of want to see how it looked on there. They'll probably come off. I might leave the back one on. That way it's easier. When I drop it in, I ain't got to crawl back over the motor to bolt it in. So the front one probably will come off. I gotta remember I gotta get my fan spacer kit because I am installing shorter dog bones, which I think the shorter dog bones, if they don't touch, they're really close for the front manifold. I think this one might give me a little bit more room because it's more like angled. So, but I want to maximize my room in here, so yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at right now. Right now, I plan on just trying to see what I can do with my stock seat mount, with my aluminum seat. See what I can do with that. Kind of want to keep my stock seat mount, just because, you know. Alright, the hood needs to be pushed down a little bit more. That one goes in good. Oh, there we go. There we go. Good. Alright. So as you guys know, I got my aluminum seat in here, right? I was going to pull down my headliner, but I think I'm just going to leave it. Screw it. Put these visors back up. But the stock seat mount, you know, sorry it's dark, you know, it slides in. You got your slides right there. Kind of hooks in. So instead of having to drill into here and, you know, for the Jag seat mount, I kind of want to try the stock seat mounts for right now, the seat bracket and everything. So I'm going to pull that off the stock leather seat and see if I can fit it on the aluminum seat. That way I can at least have some like slide of, you know, be able to slide with it. Plus it's taller. The Jag seat, I believe, is not quite as tall as what the stock seat bracket is. I think it's close, but I kind of want to sit as high as I possibly can in the car. It just feels weird for me sitting all the way down on the bottom of the floor, you know. So well, that's pretty much it. And I took my front license plate off because Ohio finally passed the bill for not needing a front plate anymore. It don't go into effect yet, but you know, this car isn't going to be on the street anytime soon. So once it goes into effect, whatever. I got the Pontiac front cover plate on there, which I've been wanting to use anyways. I probably was going to use it, but now that it's not going to be illegal anymore, I can use it. Still got my front plate just there in the windshield right now, but yeah, I'm going to throw the valve covers on real quick and see if I can come up with something else. I am going to order a flex plate. The heavy duty flex plate. I'm not going to go with the billet. That's just way too much money for what I can afford right now. So get that. I was going to get a torque converter too, but I think I'm going to wait on that for right now because I don't really need it until I'm ready to drop the motor in, which I won't drop the motor in until the tranny is pretty much done, which is another thing that's going to come up in the next couple of weeks. Some parts for the tranny. I need to get that done. It's basically getting down, like, it's crunch time right now. You know, the first event is next week. I'm not going to make that. All it is a test and tune, nothing crazy, so I'm not, you know, too concerned of the test and tunes. This month, the 29th, there is an event in Pacemakers. So all you Ohio guys, if you're familiar with Pacemakers, they have an event the 29th. I believe it's big tire, small tire, and they have a hard tire competition. I don't know if I'm going to have my slicks and my wheels yet at that point, so my tires aren't the greatest as far as tread wear, so but I can drop PSI and everything, so I might do the hard tire competition first. Kind of save me on the axles and everything, because, you know, running stock axles for right now. I'm obviously going to have to upgrade later on, but I'm going to try to run with what I got now. Like I said before, I plan on running basically a stock tranny besides hard parts. Output shaft, fourth clutch shaft, input shaft, which I already have, and pump shaft. Let's see what else. I'm probably missing a couple other things, but hard parts is going to get put in as far as clutches and pistons and anything else. Like I said multiple times before, I was told this tranny was rebuilt before, so hopefully all that's in good condition. Didn't have any problems with the tranny whatsoever. Not even a hiccup when I drove this home. So, and it was like an hour drive back home when I got this car. So, hard parts, and that's pretty much it for the tranny. Hopefully I don't screw that up, because, you know, I've never torn apart an auto tranny before, so that's all going to be new, but I think I can handle it. I've watched plenty of YouTube videos, so I should be fine. But, yeah, I'm going to throw these covers back on. She's looking good. She looks awesome, except for this hunk of junk, but it'll be alright for a while. You're not really going to see it. Just kind of block it out. These aren't torqued down yet. Letting RTV seal, and yeah, so those are on. So what I'm going to do injector wise, I'm going to run these stock ones for right now. They'll be fine as long as I don't go under boost. So running on the fuel that's in it right now, the fuel should be fine. Just put some additives back in it, and it should be alright to do a first startup. I need to clean these injectors up. And one thing, in case y'all don't know, the connectors for this, since this is an L67, the supercharged, has the EV1 connectors. The L32s have EV6. So, if you're looking to get injectors, those are your injectors. I believe the naturally aspirated Grand Prix and whatnot around this year, I believe you need a special connector adapter for these. I believe, I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, that's that. Trying to remember what these bolts go to. I believe these are the manifold bolts, maybe? I don't know. I don't remember. Everything kind of got scattered, but I know the majority of my bolts are down there. I'm debating on whether I'm going to put this oil neck on right now or not. I know I took this off first. This is one of the first things I took off after I drained the oil, of course. So, because I know I took that off to get the bracket that bolts right here and comes across and bolts down to the transmission. Take that neck off and it was a lot easier to do it that way. So I might just leave it off until I drop it in, and then just go through the wheel well again, and then just bolt it back up as well, that bracket. But yeah, guys, it's coming together. Motor is practically, I mean, done. I mean, I have that little issue on cylinder 2. It is what it is. Hopefully it's just jammed up, which, I mean, they gotta be, because they're LS7 lifters, like, come on. But I got these brand new from ZZP, as you see. Here's the box. And what happened was, I'll go ahead and explain it. I, you know, set the preload and everything on these. I did it by the book, so I know I did it right. I double checked. Everything's good. Everything's torqued the way it should have been. Everything was under 3/4 of a turn, right? So this one, I should have done this before I put the cover on, but whatever. So the intake rocker on this side, on cylinder number 2, I noticed had a lot of play. It was flapping around, and push rod was just dangling right there. It wasn't even touching the rocker arm. So I messed with it, rotated a little bit, put a little bit more assembly lube and oil down through there, and rotated it some more, and it would be fine when it's coming up, when the push rod's coming up. So the lifter's coming up, riding up on that cam lobe, and makes contact, and it's fine. It compresses the spring. Well, it doesn't compress the spring as far as the other ones do, and drops back down. So I think the lifter is compressed and it just needs freed up. That's my, you know, hope, I guess. If not, then lifter's junk and all this is for naught, and I got to take it back apart and replace that lifter, which really sucks. The price of these wasn't that bad, but still, for my budget, it really kind of hurts, because, you know, I got a whole lot of other things. I got transmission parts I gotta get, wheels, slicks, I gotta get gauges. I gotta get my scan gauge, which is over $200. You know, you guys who've bought scan gauges or looking at scan gauges, you know, from ZZP, they're not cheap. So the funny thing is, I did kind of, if you guys are on my Instagram, I kind of made a little post trying to get ZZP's attention, like, hey, I need some discounts. Like, I've spent thousands of dollars, yes, thousands of dollars on ZZP's website, you know, and, you know, I got their decals on my car, you know, bam, one right there. Yes, I got an intense, but whatever. Okay, I thought I had one back here too. I guess not. Oops. But I have all kinds of decals, you know, that's probably just going to get slapped on this car. So I don't know how much more I got to spend with those guys, but, you know, it'd be nice if I can get at least a little bit of discount. Like, come on. I'm constantly going through you guys, and, you know, it's whatever. It'd just be nice, you know, help me out a little bit, you know. But it is what it is. So that's a little update for you guys. Sorry it took me a whole damn month to do this, but, you know, it is what it is. Kind of run out of time right now before I head back to Lima. See, open up my door, so a little bit more light. That's what I was talking about earlier. These slots right here, you know, the front of the seat slides in. Then you got the 1 bolts. Use this seat bracket and use that. So I don't know. We'll see if that works. Alright guys, I think that'll do it for right now. I wanted to show you the crossover pipe and with a turbo mounted up, so you guys can see what it looked like. But just the way the stand is set up, you know, these arms right here come in the way, so can't really do that. But, you know, the pipe comes across right here. The turbo is going to sit like right here. So it'll be pretty cool. I think it's going to be close between the throttle body and the exhaust housing. But we'll see. This turbo is a lot better than the previous turbo I had. So, but yeah, I think that'll do it for right now, guys. Sorry I haven't posted in such a long time. Been handling a lot of things, and Had some setbacks, of course. There's always setbacks when you're doing this stuff. So appreciate you guys being patient and not bugging me and, you know, tearing me up about it. So thank you all for watching. I'll post another video probably next weekend. If not, then the weekend after. I'm trying to get back to the normal schedule. So thank you all for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Have a good one, guys.